Hi everybody. Today I'd like to talk about long tone routines and why they're important and how to approach them. If you play a wind instrument at all, this is definitely the best way for you to begin your daily practice routine. With long tone routines, you're exercising several areas. Your ears, for one thing, you're hearing the notes that you're playing and the intervals that you're playing, whatever interval you happen to be working on. You're controlling the smoothness of each note. You want it to sound as laser-like as possible, and so to do that, you're controlling the air as it flows through your body and your instrument, and you're also controlling the fine muscles in your face. And so you want to think about, as you do them, you want to think about increasing your lung capacity and over time strengthening the muscles in your face. If you haven't done them before, you're going to feel this fatigue in these muscles. So breathing, first of all, when you're breathing, it's very important to understand that how to breathe to play an instrument. It's the same discipline that dancers, singers, martial artists, everybody talks about the core and the diaphragm and all of that kind of stuff. So what's happening when you take in a breath? You want the breath to be coming from underneath your lungs. You want to control the diaphragm, which is the muscle underneath the lungs. And so as you take in a breath, the air, your belt buckle goes out, and as you exhale, it goes back in again. You have to avoid raising your shoulders or thinking that the air is coming in up here. One description I have heard is imagine a pitcher of water, and as you fill the pitcher of water, you're filling the bottom. It fills up from the bottom up. So if you haven't done, like if you're new to long tone routines, an excellent one would be to start from the middle of your instrument, the middle note on your instrument, where I'm going to use the middle C in this particular horn, and what you're going to do is on one day you're going to go down in half steps. And so let's say I'm starting from the C. I'm going to, in one breath, I'm going to play C, and I'm going to slur to B, and I'm going to take that over one whole breath. Then I'm going to start on the B, and I'm going to slur to the B flat, again taking a whole breath to do that, and then B flat to A to A flat, working my way down the instrument. On the next day, what I'll do is I'll start on that same C, and I'll work my way up the horn in that manner. So let me just play a few of these. Now, a tuner is an excellent idea for this exercise, but not necessary. You're controlling you're learning to hear as well, and so with half steps, what you're learning to hear is half steps, right? Okay, here you go. As you go through the different registers and ranges on the instrument, there's slight variations that happen in your embouchure. And I'm sure it's the same for brass, although I'm not qualified to advise brass players. But with woodwinds, it's definitely true. And so the idea when you're playing the note that you're starting on, and then you're slurring to the note that you're going to, there's you want to make a mental picture of what it feels like to play that second note. And then when you start that second note, you want to try and start exactly the same where you left off. So carrying on.